red couch. Today we're sitting with Eddie Sakkers from Eddie's Furniture. How you going?
Fantastic, Kyra.
Alright, so can you describe your business for me?
My business?
Yes.
I'll tell you what my business is about. I'm actually a psychologist.
Wow.
And everyone's going to say, how come I'm a psychologist? Because I'm in retail. I really should be on $300 an hour, but I'm actually on $5 because I'm solving people's crises, and people think that we're saving lives, but we're actually selling furniture.
Beautiful. I love that. That's fantastic. So how did you get into business and what made you take the leap?
Well, I'll tell you the honest truth. I didn't want to be in the furniture game, but my father's European, and what European fathers say, go. In today's society, kids do what they want, but I had no choice. I was selling furniture at 17. How good's that?
And here we are. How long have you owned and managed your business?
Oh look, Dad started it. I came up with some new ideas, changed the dynamics a bit, and that's all that really happens. All you got to do is, you're only good in furniture, like selling and like a journalist, you're only as good as today. Yesterday is over, and today is another day which we've got to try and sell product and make sure everyone's happy, and that's all we do. And most important thing is, don't overpromise and underdeliver. Things do go wrong, but the most important thing is, if you say you're going to do it, make sure you do it.
Nice. So how many staff do you have here?
Look, staff, we've got a few. I've got my hot wife, my sister that's always on vacation and I pay her, but comes back down again. Then we've got Dynamic Dylan, logistics. We've got Fabulous Nick, logistics. We've got Ian, as another beautiful, wonderful salesman. And we've got Fabulous Fabio. And who else have we got? That's it. I've got my dad, who's the Asian invasion, because he's actually the Chinese construction team, but he's 86, so he puts things together. So that's another thing. And who else is there? Oh, and Fantastic Paula. She's here too, helps Jody out too with the computer and the day-to-day running of the business.
So what qualities do you look for when you're employing staff?
What qualities?
Yeah.
Gee, that's a tough one. Let's have a look. Basically, number one, be honest. Good work ethic. And be happy.
So obviously your dad set up the business. What made him start it in Mount Gambier?
What made him start it?
Yeah.
Well, it was like the Chamber of Commerce. My dad had an argument with his father. He was in the war, the Nazis, people were getting shot. And then someone said, come to Australia. A friend of his, he came to Australia on a boat with a suitcase, gets to Australia and thinks, what the hell am I doing in this place? And he said, if I had any money, I would have gone back. The next boat I could have done. But he didn't have any cash, so he just worked his way in the pine industry, in the cheese industry. Of course, being Dutch, what are they good at? Making cheese. So, and then he went into numerous businesses, and then I don't know, he went into second-hand furniture, like a second-hand shop, and started from there, and then we just evolved from that. I think we've been here since 1963, so therefore we're 54 years we've been in business. And you know what? But a lot of businesses said that we wouldn't make it, and we're still here. I don't know how much longer, but we're going to try. We've even bet Masters Home Improvements, and they had the best HR, the best managers, the best marketers. And guess what? Eddie's is still here. I can't believe it.
So what do you do in your downtime or free time away from work?
Okay, what do I do in my downtime? This is the story. I've got a few old cars that I tinker with. I go to the gym and try and keep fit, but that's been okay. Most of the fitness freaks die before the fat people. The birdie beefcakes. So we've got problems. So I'm going to give you a hot tip out there. Don't worry about doing fitness. I've already had a hip replacement, and now I need another one. So I might look great on the outside, but internally I'm hemorrhaging. But the other question is, what else do I do? I'll tell you another story. I was driving my car once. I went past the fire station, and it was like a Jesus moment. A beam of light shot me in the forehead, and it said, recruiting now. And I thought to myself, all I've done in my life is sell furniture, right? It's not life changing, it's just a product, but it's been great for me. So I thought, you know what, at 49 years old, I might try and see if I can get in the fire department. So I applied for the fire department, I got in. Don't worry, I ain't been the best firefighter, but it's been a hard process for me, but I'm about a C+ now, so I'm really excited about that. I'm not an A firefighter, but I'm getting better. But I really like it because it's community orientated. Instead of taking from the community, we give back to community, and a lot of times we'll do, we'll be up at 2 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, doing numerous things like alarm calls, fire calls, also house fires that happen now and again, and just numerous products, and I feel really good about it, and it's a great camaraderie, and it's something different. If I had my choice again, and if I was smart enough, I'd go in the fire department. Don't get me wrong, retail's been great, but it's something different.
So what do you think Mount Gambier is missing, and how can the city benefit?
Okay, this is going to be a good one. Alright, everyone talks about tourism. Tourism is great. I think Mount Gambier is a one-spot destination. We need to stimulate it and make it more exciting. But of course, to do exciting things costs money. And a lot of people won't invest in exciting products for tourism because they have to get a return on their investment. So we have got the best icons in the world, but we spend no money on it. I'll give you an example, the Blue Lake. You could do numerous things to stimulate it, to make it more attractive. You've got the Leg of Mutton Lake, which used to be beautiful gardens in the old days. You could have made that into botanical gardens, nice big glass house, have something different. And then the actual Valley Lakes, you could put a cafe down there if you wanted to. You could also do a better safari park and make it into a zoo. So therefore, it's more stimulating. When you go down there, there's nothing to do. Tourists need to do something exciting. So therefore, we've got the best icons in the world, but we spend no money on it, and we have to do that to stimulate it. That's one of my ideas. There's numerous other things, like I would say we'd do the Blue Lake, Valley Lake. They're our icons. Let's stimulate them and make them more exciting.
What advice would you give anyone who wants to go into business?
Okay, everyone loves to go into business, and they love telling when they're in business, but the hardest thing is to stay in business. So it's great at the start, but people don't realise it's time consuming. There's a lot of paperwork. You've got to know your product, you've got to be happy, give great service, and everyone thinks it's easy. It's not easy. The thing about business is to stay in it. Perfect example, which we talked before, was Masters. They had the best managers, the best accountants, the best everything, but it failed. But with small business, you've got to get out and do it. Your marketing's got to be correct. Your product's got to be correct. Your service has got to be correct. So it all looks great at the outside, but the first year you'll do great, the second year you'll do good, the third year you'll taper off, and most businesses fail after 5 years. And if I was a younger person, I'd get a trade or something, join the police force, the fire department, be a paramedic or a journalist, get something first, and then if you want to do that afterwards and go into a business, that's fine, but at least you've got a trade afterwards if it doesn't work. And sometimes it's hard because it's time consuming, it takes your weekends, your nights, and you're always thinking about it. So don't get me wrong, it's been great for me, but a lot of people, it looks great on the outside, but they don't understand all the dynamics and the headaches and the problems that come with business. But it's like life. You've got to strive, achieve, accomplish your dreams. Don't look back in the rear-vision mirror, you've got to go forward. Is it going?
It's going.
Oh,
We've been going this whole time.
Okay, so it hasn't been, has it?
Yeah.
Oh my God.